Hi Scorpio, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your second half of November general reading. It's for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from the 15th to the 30th of November 2019. Keep in mind, Scorpio, this is a general read, so take whatever messages resonate and leave the rest, okay? As always, 2 decks, because I'm going to have 2 rows for you. The top row is going to be what's going on around you and outside of you, and the bottom row is going to be what's going on inside of you. What are your thoughts and emotions, okay? I typically do use the Gilded Tarot for the top deck, but this week I've changed it to the Mystical Manga Tarot by Rann and Barbara Moore. Just so you know, because I've got a new deck. That's new imagery, new symbolisms, and therefore new meanings, okay? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and pull some cards for what's going on around you. What's going on in Scorpio's world? Hope you guys are doing well. What is going on for Scorpio at this time? What's going on in their lives? Okay, looks like speaking your mind and purging. 7 of Swords. What else? 2 of Cups. So it's in a relationship that you have feelings for. So you could have had to speak your mind in a relationship. I am feeling with this particular 2 of Cups that it involves all relationships, okay? Jumping into something new. Moving forward. What's on your mind? What are Scorpios thinking about? What are their thoughts? Okay, problem solving. The Chariot again, so we have Chariot twice. Could be moving forward. And unbelievably, the Fool under the Fool. So we have repeat cards here, folks. With the 4 of Wands. So where are you? What's going on around you? Well, your thought is on forward movement. It's on movement. Okay, so when I get the Chariot card, it feels like we're moving. And there's going to be different types of moving for different ones of you. This is either physical moving or moving, moving from house to house, moving from job to job, moving from relationship to relationship, moving within a relationship, moving within a job, moving within a situation. It's moving. You are moving in some situation at hand, and this is a blessing to you. It brings you balance, and it's something you've wanted for some time. Especially with the 9 of Cups here. We've got 2 wish cards back to back. So it's something you've really wanted for some time. It's forward movement that you're extremely passionate about and outspoken about, okay? With the King of Wands here, this could be dealings also with somebody who's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? Does represent business owners. So you yourself could be a business owner, or it could be a brand new opportunity in terms of a creative endeavor or business opportunity. That's another feeling I got on this card. So I'm seeing forward movement, dealings with people who are fire signs or have fire signs somewhere in their astrological chart. And it leaves you with a decision to be made with the 2 of Swords here, whether backed by the 2 of Pentacles. whether or not to do it. And so I'm feeling here when I pull up the Devil and I've got the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, I'm feeling some sort of self-sabotage, fears or anxieties within yourselves regarding a situation, or possibly it's having to make a decision regarding a toxic situation that's been on your mind. Now, these cards have recently happened, so you've recently went through this. You've had a decision to make, and you made some forward movement into a new beginning. Okay, so right now you're focused though on movement. Movement where will be different for different ones of you. Definitely an upgrade. So it's an upgrade in your life in some way, shape, or form. Moving from one house to the next. This could be spiritually moving. Okay. Definitely with the Chariot, we're talking about an energetic and spiritual upgrade. It could be in money, career, love. It'll be different for different ones of you. It could be in the spotlight at this time. Definitely, on side note, do keep yourself balanced now with the Chariot. You could have interactions with somebody who has Cancer in their chart, or you yourself could have Cancer in your chart. Okay, 7 absolutely suggests that you need to keep the faith, okay, and that there's hope. First card out, again, is another 7, but this is 7 of Swords. So we've got the 7 here on the Chariot, and then the 7 of Swords, which is, for me, it's about letting go of something that no longer serves you. And it definitely could indicate for some of you, Scorpios, you're physically moving from one house to the next, or out of a situation into a new beginning, or out of a relationship into a new relationship, or into a new start, out of one job into the next. But it's purging what no longer fits into your life and making room for something new. Taking only what you need and leaving the rest behind. This was a situation that feels tricky. There could have been secrets, things you didn't know. The card here, in typical tarot, and other tarots, you have the person who, it looks like they're stealing, or there's lying or deception. The eyes here, I'm being advised to share with you that you could be being watched online at this time. Somebody's not telling you the full truth, or you yourself are watching somebody else and you're not sharing the whole truth. Trust your gut and your intuition at this time. I'm really feeling like you have a sixth sense about what's going on in this situation. You need to use that to your advantage now, Scorpio, so you can move forward. And I see that you do that here with the Fool card and the Chariot. Both of this is a new beginning, and this is a new a movement card. So movement into a new beginning. For some of you, it's going to be within a love relationship. We got 2 of Cups here. When you could have caught a lover cheating, lying, being deceptive, or there's some sort of toxic situation between you and another. This could be, I'm really feeling like with this card, this is a card that suggests that these are within relationships where there are heartstrings. Not necessarily only love relationships, as in passionate love. I'm feeling friendships, familial relationships, anywhere where you have heartstrings attached and there's been some sort of heart bonding in that relationship, that's included here. So if you've recently had troubles in a friendship or in a family relationship, that's definitely covered now with this card here at this time. I'm seeing that 2 as an 11 now, so I really feel like there's you were meant to go through this issue with this person. There's a definite lesson here that had to be learned, and it makes you wiser in the end. Okay, this definitely makes me think of the caduceus symbol for the Ace of Pentacles in this deck. And so I'm really feeling like there's whatever happened, there's a new beginning at hand for you, because that's definitely making me feel like the Ace of Pentacles. So whatever you did learn, you're going to take it and make a new beginning. Now, for some of you, I am feeling like within a situation, a new relationship, there might not be a, I think I did say that. Somebody's not being straight up with you. Either you're not sharing all your feelings, or they're not sharing all their feelings. This card is really advising me to tell you, Scorpio, to trust your hunches and your gut and the guidance you're getting from your spirit guides at this time in order to work through whatever issue it is. So this is definitely feeling much more and more like a relationship read, and it's not just love relationships, although it is about love relationships, but all of them, friends, family, romantic, okay? And then we're looking at a new start. So the Fool does indicate, you know, Aries, so there could be Aries in your chart or their chart somewhere. And off the top, I was just directed to the Fool. So somebody was a fool in this situation. The word the Fool just got popped out to me. So either you yourself feel like a fool, or you were played like a fool, or they feel like a fool, or they feel played like a fool, or somebody acted like a fool. Okay, the word fool. Somebody's was a fool here. Okay, somebody's fooling around. I'm not quite sure. It'll be different for different ones of you, but I'm really feeling like I'm seeing a tear here. Okay, and lessons to be learned. They're not easy lessons. Okay, I'm feeling like this is not an easy lesson to be learned. Especially in this forward movement card here, he's not smiling. He's actually looking quite down in the mouth. Okay, so whatever happened, I'm not sure you're happy with it. I'm not sure it makes you feel good about yourself or good about the situation, but it did happen, and you're moving on and forward and away from it. The dog is the next thing I am noticing. So for many of you, this could be to do with friends or people that have been loyal to you or that you're loyal to. Okay, so there's friendship, family, and or lovers can be covered by this, but you considered this person a friend. Okay, and maybe, you know, I'm drawn back to the idea that with the Fool, again, I'm drawn back to the idea that excuse me, sitting with the energy. I really feel like for some of you, this is going to represent feeling foolish and needing to make amends. Or feeling foolish because, excuse me, you know, that happened at the right time, because the next sentence was going to be that you didn't make amends, talk it out, communicate, and work through whatever issue it was. You could feel foolish. I'm really feeling like there was, for some of you, a missed opportunity. And for others of you, though this is a new beginning card, I think we're at a point where, for some of you, you've missed the opportunity. For others of you, it's still there. The dog is looking at the Fool in this card. And that indicates to me that they're waiting for you, or you're waiting for them to come back around so you guys can work things through. Okay? So there's been some sort of conflictual situation, and there's forward movement within it, and it's within a relationship. Okay? So where are you emotionally? Well, with the Four of Wands, you're feeling pretty good about your life right now overall. So, you're surrounded by the sunlight. And the Four of Wands speaks to your foundation. So I think the the foundation of your life, I feel like you're happy. There's been some forward movement, some upgrades, you know. Even though up here we've got this situation on hand, alternatively, you know, overall, I feel like you're happy with how your life's going. Things are going well. Like, this is just, I don't want to say it's a drop in the bucket, but it's just a small thing, it feels like, for some. At least for the Scorpios I'm feeling. But overall, I do feel like you're happy with the forward movement in this particular situation because it was uncomfortable. And here's another card of forward movement. I think you're happy with the forward movement after a period of thinking. Okay, and being divinely guided, you enter into a new beginning and learn those cyclical long-term lessons here with Judgment, because it's come back around and you had to handle it differently than that you ever did before. So let me repeat that. The Judgment card comes out here, and it suggests that within the situation, you recognize there was some pattern happening, and you caught it, and you dealt with the situation in a way you would never have done before. Okay, so there were lessons learned here for some of you, okay? So, we have the Seven of Swords here, and underneath we have the Page of Swords. So, a lot of being in your head, but you're thinking of a problematic situation and how to deal with it. That's what it is. For some of you, the horse is in full motion, so we're moving away from a problematic situation, which is indicated here as well. You're a bit off kilter, though, with this particular Chariot, and it suggests that you need to regain your balance. So your thoughts are on a problematic situation, and you could be feeling off balance emotionally, mentally, physically because of it. So get yourself back balanced and grounded, and it is regarding that situation. It's movement within the situation or away from the situation into a new start. Again, Fool over the Fool. It couldn't be more blatant. Okay, 2 chariots, 2 fools. This is about a movement into a new start. And as I suggested up above, the messages clearly came through that there was somebody was a fool in this situation, or somebody behaved like a fool, or acted like a fool, or was fooling around, or felt like a fool, felt foolish. Okay, however you put that word, I think you're going to know what I'm talking about. And there's a need for some of you to come back around and make amends. For others of you, a missed opportunity, and you're moving on without. But with the Judgment card down here, right here, definitely going to come back around for you if you don't learn to deal with the situation in a different way. Okay, Scorpio? And then the candle goes out right at that time. Wow. Talk about confirmation. So, yeah. So, I'm using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland to bring in an additional message. What is it that Scorpio needs to know now regarding this situation? Okay. So, it's a situation where you could win or lose. Maybe you win and lose. It'll depend on you, and it's a changing situation, okay? So, the conflict is, you might win, but you also lose, is the message here. You might win the conflict, but you lose overall. Maybe you lose a friend. Maybe you lose contact with somebody, or in some way you lose something, possibly, okay? And it's heartfelt. I'm drawn to the heart there on that knife. So be careful of the things you say. Be careful of how you behave. And try and come back around to it and make amends by reaching out, okay? So the reach out card comes up, and remember I said there's an aspect here where you have time right now to reach out and rebuild. So you could reach out and rebuild quite successfully now, okay? With whatever, let me do this a little differently. With whatever happened here. So, I think it's time for some of you to, and you know, this can be flip-flopped, okay? This can be for the other person as well, okay? So take the energy either way. Just try and do an honest analysis, okay? But in the end, by reaching out and rebuild, if you reach out, there will be success in rebuilding with that individual. For some of you, okay? Definitely honest when I say not for all of you. Some of you are going to miss this opportunity, and this lesson is going to come back around for you. Okay, Scorpio, those are your messages. I hope they resonate. Comment below. Let me know how they resonate. What's the situation? Is this friend, family, love, you know, romantic love? What's the situation? Where's the new start? What about this fool notion? Were you the fool? Were they the fool? What are you moving on to? Is there going to be are you thinking about making amends? Or is this something that's not amendable? Comment below. And if you like this reading, like how I perform this reading or the layout of this reading, please do hit the like and subscribe button. Love having you a part of my family. If you happen to be celebrating Thanksgiving at this time, do know I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, Scorpio. And until next time, love and light always. Namaste.